With what transpired in Federal High Court Abuja with Sowore's case shows that there is no respect for law and order in Nigeria and there is no respect for the rule of law. Muhammadu Buhari's administration had turned to military regime whereby people are no longer allowed to talk, there is no more freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and people's rights are not respected. Even democracy is a joke in Nigeria because I've never seen a place where a judge gave a ruling and people disrespect the rule of order, the court orders. At the end of the day, they claim that they are practicing democracy, which I don't think so. And the youths, they have to be worried about the situation because if Showore at his level should be facing this, then nobody is free. Hi guys, you're watching Chiki series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I quite appreciate that. It's good to have you around again. And if you are new to this channel, kindly consider subscribing by clicking on the red subscribe button. Also hit the bell icon, that way you get notification whenever I upload a new video. So in today's video, I'll be talking about how DSS arrested Sowore in the court, and Sowore reportedly injected with a suspicious substance. Omoyele Sowore, who is the convener of Revolution Now, has been illegally detained by DSS since August. On a couple of occasions, court has granted him bail and issued a court order for him to be released, but DSS violated this. However, he got to be released last week, but during court session, DSS operatives invaded the court, which made the presiding judge, Ijeoma Ojukwu, to run for her life and also harass the lawyers, the journalists, and manhandle Sowore. When you look at the picture, it seems as if they're trying to strangle him. But later they came out to deny that, saying that it was Sowore's supporters that invaded the court. And Sowore's lawyer, Femi Falana, has already disputed this, saying that it is only a sick and twisted person who can believe that.
Now they are showing it. What is important for Nigerians to know is that I am not going to give up. Yes. Until every Nigerian benefits from a country that is theirs. And I've made it very clear. They tried to break me in prison. They sent delegations to me, offering all kinds of, and I refused. And they promised that I would not walk out of their detention alive. That is what they came here to implement today. Nobody in Nigeria should be afraid. It is our country, and some people have to make the sacrifice for this country to be a country of rule, of law, and of dignity.
Sowore had earlier raised the alarm on how Nigerian government wanted him dead, which he also reinstated during the fracas at court premises. And there was a video footage that later emerged of a man robed in wig and gown hitting Sowore with an object believed to be an injection in the courtroom during the struggle. In the video, the lawyer moved stiffly while Sowore was being held down on the floor. Upon being hit with the object, Sowore noticed the man and managed to ask him, "What did you hit me with?" But the man quickly moved away from the scene. This has made Sowore's family to release a statement saying that their son was allegedly injected with an unknown substance and beaten by one of the prosecuting counsel. They said that they are seriously worried when this assault happened openly inside the courtroom, a court which is the last hope of the masses. Who knows what they have done to him now that he has been in their custody for months? Everybody can now see that President Muhammadu Buhari and DSS wanted to kill their son. So the aggrieved Sowore family appealed to all well-meaning Nigerians, Nigerian Bar Association, National Assembly, and international communities to rescue and safeguard their son. Honestly, it is really a shame that this kind of thing is happening in a country that has a democratically elected government where the vice president is a son, senior advocate of Nigeria, Yemi Osibanjo. This is blatant violation of constitution, and other sons are also there, and nobody is saying anything about that. I think they need to revoke all their licenses. They seem not to know what they stand for, and Nigeria, being signatory to Declaration of Human Rights, shouldn't allow this kind of thing to be playing out in that country. This has also sparked nationwide outrage and international criticism against Nigerian government. Even United States Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey, where Sowore's family is based, said he was outraged by the blatant harassment of the journalist and authorities' disregard for court orders, granting his release on bail.
Well, my understanding is not a question of new charges, a question that the state security came in and intervened in a judicial process which had liberated him and physically, through a chokehold, dragged him off. This is in violation not only of the rule of law and of the dictates of the court, it's in violation of the basic elements of human rights that we seek to observe globally. that are part of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights that Nigeria, I believe, is a signatory to. And so the government has to intercede here and get control of its security forces. It has to ultimately make sure that the dictates of the courts are observed. And if not, then there is lawlessness. So this is on, from my perspective, it's on the government of Nigeria and its president to make sure that, in fact, the law is observed. He was released by court orders. He should be released. He should be out of harm's way. And we are watching. We will continue to press. And the consequences of anything happening to Mr. Sowore will be far beyond any harm that comes to him. There will be consequences in our relationship with Nigeria.
Like I said before, there is no democracy in Nigeria. Whoever thinks that there is democracy in Nigeria is only deluding him or herself. What is democracy without obedience to the rule of law? Nigeria has showed to the whole world that it is a lawless society and does not have any respect for the rule of law and for their citizens. When they call Nigeria zoo, I tend to quarrel with people, but now it's clear they've demonstrated again that Nigeria is zoo with President Muhammadu Buhari, who is a military dictator and pretending to be a born-again Democrat. However, the presidency has denied authorizing Sowore's rearrest and bearing in mind that DSS is under direct control and supervision of the presidency. According to Garuba Shehu, who is the spokesperson for President Muhammadu Buhari, he said that DSS does not necessarily need the permission of the presidency in all cases to carry out all its essential responsibilities that are laid down in Nigerian constitution, which was the foundation for the restoration of democracy in Nigeria in 1999. However, it should not surprise anyone who has followed his action and words that Sowore is a person of interest to the DSS. He added that Sowore was rearrested for calling for a revolution, an alleged offense for which he has been granted bail twice by the Federal High Court in Abuja. And he did not include that Sowore was granted bail and DSS did not allow him to go. And when they keep using this revolution as a reason for not allowing Sowore to leave, I tend to wonder. The same Buhari in 2011, following the revolution in Egypt, he urged Nigerians to emulate and be prepared to have a revolution like the Egyptian revolution, and this revolution killed over 800 lives. It was also reported that in 2003, after Muhammadu Buhari has lost election, under the defunct AMPP, he decided to stage a protest which was violently disrupted by the police. Personally, I don't know why President Muhammadu Buhari is scared of revolution, because the way Nigeria is being run right now is not the way a normal country is supposed to run. Nigeria cannot boast of a good standard hospital, yet the leaders are going for medical tourism abroad. The citizens are suffering, the youth, when they graduate from school, no job for them. And each year, universities turn out a lot of graduates with no hope of where they can get their daily bread from. And the government is not thinking about this. And this is the same government that claimed that it is fighting corruption, who wants to curtail the freedom of the press, freedom of expression, and freedom of speech by the citizens. I can't believe that Nigerian Senate has gone on preparing legislation that could mean the death sentence for anyone found guilty of hate speech. And this bill is being sponsored by Senator Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi, who is the deputy chief whip of the Senate. So my question is this: why can't they make legislation for corrupt leaders so that they'll be executed by hanging, or better still, be sentenced to death? It seems like people are seeing hate speech to be more grievous and more serious than corruption, which I don't think so, because the leaders must be accountable to the citizens. You can't treat your citizens badly and expect them not to talk. Even the First Lady Aisha Buhari and her daughter Zara are all in support of hate speech bill because they claim that one way or the other they've been affected.
If China can control 1.8 billion people on social media, I've seen no reason why Nigeria should not attempt controlling only 180 million people.
It is very, very laughable the way she's comparing Nigeria with China, yet they forgot that China hanged their corrupt leaders. Why can't Nigeria borrow that leave? Why must it be in hate speech that they will copy China? Let them copy everything that China does, taking care of their citizens, hanging the corrupt leaders, providing basic amenities and infrastructures for their citizens, and also feeding them, giving them free education.
Death penalty. Let them file a law with a death penalty for corruption, as they do in China. The China that they so, quickly quote, like the First Lady the other day, quoted China and said, well, China can control 1.3 billion people. Why can't Nigeria control 180 million people? Well, China provides for 1.3 billion people, provides free education for them, provides free healthcare for them. Okay? What does Nigeria provide for its people that is seeking to control them? China beheads people who steal public funds.
So Nigeria should do that too.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying.
Nigeria
If
should go for the
anybody
head
is
of
found
any...
with their hand in the cookie jar, they should be dealt with.
So I hope APC senator who is sponsoring the hate speech bill has had this, and also Aisha Buhari who is in support. I would like to know what you guys think about this. Leave your comments below for me. I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. And remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it. And subscribe to my channel if you've not done already. And I'm gonna catch you guys in my next one. Bye.